Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Is Merit Transferable with subtitles with Tsem. So, I think it's kind of weird. Is merit transferable? I know he talks about merit a lot. I believe this is good karma. Um, I, I believe that's what it is. But it's really weird to say that it's transferable. That is because to me it's a couple of things. It makes it seem like it's like a coin or something, like something that you can exchange. Like here, I'll give you a dollar for some good merit or something like that. It's really weird, and you can start if it's transferable, then you can sell it. Like you can legitimately make profits off selling, good or bad merits. I guess. Um, there was another thing I was going to go with that one. Oh yeah, and the next thing is that I would not want it transferable because I think you earn these things. This merits is you earn whether they were good or bad. It's something that you have to be responsible for. So making them transferable is just like removing responsibility. So two things. You can well three things I guess. Makes it seem like it's something that you just trade like like trading cards or something. Next thing, it could make it like something profitable. It's like, hey, I'll sell you some of my good merit for a couple of thousands of dollars, and then the third thing would be just I wouldn't want it to be because the merit is what you've earned, whether they're good or bad merits. I think I don't remember if he talks merit as just exclusively good, but I think, and also I believe merit to be karma. So obviously you can generate good and bad karma. So I don't shouldn't be transferable because this is something that you've earned, whether it's good or bad. Anyways, let's go and give this video a shot.
Outwardly, when Avalokita places Guru on top, it's telling you to seek a Guru, a qualified Guru that you examine and you have trust in and faith, and to study under the Guru and not waste time. That is the outer meaning. So it's not for you to lead you to Amitabha, it's to lead you to there is no enlightenment without instruction. Even the Buddha had a Guru. All his previous lives had Gurus. And you need to find a qualified person that you trust that has the qualities that you can relate to.
Wait, Buddha actually had a guru? I know he had lots of teachers, but I thought he did not like any of them, and he went out on his own to find his own path of enlightenment. I thought that was the case. Gautama Buddha, I believe is the name. Yes. Did he really have a teachers throughout his, I guess, throughout his life?
And to put yourselves under this person's wing and trust and learn the Dharma. So on an outward level, Avalokita is giving us that direct message. To develop compassion, you need to know how to, and that will come from a Guru. A qualified Guru. A qualified. Now that's the magic key. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about qualified Guru. Alright? And so, when we practice Amitabha, okay, you gotta listen to this very carefully, okay? It will help you a lot. When you practice Amitabha or Avalokita or Vajrayogini or Yamataka or Tsongkhapa, you're not only going to be connected to these deities in every life. Whatever deities manifest, whatever Buddhas manifest, the merit you collect in relation to these deities will be exactly the same. Because what you're trying to achieve is not these deities. What you're trying to achieve is the nature of these deities, enlightenment. So if you happen to devote yourself to Amitabha, and the next era is Maitreya, you will naturally be one of his foremost students. Why? The merit you collect in relation to Amitabha and Maitreya is no difference at all because a Buddha is a Buddha. There is no jealousy and bias at all. So the merit you gain is not Amitabha's merit and you can't transfer it to, Maitreya Buddha's merit. So you don't have any fear in that. So if you think that if you're praying to one Yidam, you're missing out the other, it's completely wrong thinking. But it's good thinking because we're trying to be detailed, we're trying to be sure. So if you devote yourself to Vajrayogini, when Maitreya comes, you go there for teachings, Maitreya can say, excuse me, you didn't give me any butter lamps and offerings last aeon. Out. You can stick with your little slut Buddha here with the no clothes. But you say, but hello, this Buddha is not manifesting and she's not around. I can't get to her. Too bad. And by the way, my name is Maitreya, which means love. Get out. I don't think so. You see, if you practice Vajrayogini really intensely, Avalokiteshvara really intensely, Buddha Shakyamuni intensely, it doesn't really matter which Buddha, which image you make offerings to. It doesn't matter at all. But you do it and you collect merit. That merit has no label. That merit has no definition of which Buddha it came from. Merit is merit. Example, if you got a great body, who knows which gym you went to? It doesn't matter, does it? You know, so if you go to that gym, you have a great body, then you go to another gym, you don't have a great body because you didn't go to that. No, a great body is a great body, whatever gym you go to. You know, doesn't that make sense? So similarly, if you devote yourself to one Buddha and you devote yourself one well, or one or two that you need very much, what happens is you collect merit. You collect the propensity to achieve the 6 paramitas: wisdom and compassion, skillful means, eradication of negative karma and habituation, purification of previous lives' negative karma, and a continuum or continuity to be connected to the Buddhas in the future. So this merit will automatically propel you. Let's say your guru is not a high living lama. You know, he's a schmuck like me who's trying to practice and he knows a little bit Dharma and he cannot reincarnate. You know, I don't have powers to reincarnate and I don't know where I'm going to go next. You know, I do the visualization. When they screw me in the coffin and they throw me on the ground, I'm shivering too. That's why I'm requesting to be burned, you know. But what's the difference? It's still as scary. And then my students will scatter my ashes all over the place. Like, oh, good luck. I hope that brings you some relics. Because if I'm not compassionate in life, in death, there's not going to be any relics and any ashes. It's just going to be something dusty, you know? Nothing. So my point is this, is that whatever, if you devote yourself to your guru, and he's a high lama or not, it doesn't matter. If he has the knowledge and he has the qualities that bring you to enlightenment, if you practice and you're devoted to your lama, you're not devoted to the person itself alone. You're devoted to the qualities and what you want to achieve. And therefore, even if your lama in next life doesn't have power to reincarnate and he took rebirth somewhere else completely far from you, you will meet another lama and another lama that's qualified of the same practice and continue again. Because you create the causes for that. So you don't need to be worried. And when we pray in our prayers, may we meet our lama again, we will. Because the definitive energy of our lama is compassion, skill, and wisdom. So you will meet a lama with those qualities. That's the lama you want to meet. That's the lama you want. That's what you need. And in your next life, you're not going to remember who your previous lama is unless you have some sort of awareness meditation, some level of meditation you want. So it doesn't really matter. So if you pray to Avalokiteshvara, when Maitreya appears, he's going to say front seats for you. Front seat, compassion is compassion, merit is merit. The ticket is transferable. No problem. No problem at all. If you've got a MasterCard and it's platinum, whether it comes from Southern Bank, comes from Maybank, whatever, when you go buy things, they welcome. Oh, we don't bank with Maybank, so I'm not going to accept your credit card. What merchant says that? Ridiculous. So similarly, when you make merit with any of the Buddhas and you worship completely, you get all the qualities. All the Buddhas bless you, VIA that Buddha. You think the Buddhas compete with each other? You know, as I told you, the Buddha Olympics, who's the greatest Buddha of the year? No lah. When you pray to Avalokiteshvara well, all the other millions of Buddhas will come and bless you and be happy. Why? It's the same thing, as long as you achieve your goal. As long as you achieve your goal. As long as you achieve. And the merit you collect from that Buddha, any Buddha, is the same. So when you devote yourself to one Buddha, you devote yourself to a particular Buddha, you get the qualities of all, and the merits are transferable, and it's nameless.
Well, then you wouldn't say it's transferable. You say it's applicable to all of them. It's really weird to say it transfers because it's not like, it's like the example he gave about the other Buddha. It's like, oh well, have you transferred your merits yet? You haven't. Well, transfer them first, and then you get your stuff. It's transfer. I guess it's just really, I don't know why he uses that. I don't think it's the right terminology. Essentially, it's that the merits that you've achieved applies to all the Buddhas. So it doesn't matter, merit is, like he said, merit is merit. So regardless of where you got it from, it applies to all. But I guess the example I would have used, let's say the gym example, is like, imagine if you have a gym and then there's another person that had a gym, and I go to that gym regularly and pay and got to know the person, and I got bonuses and stuff from going to that gym because I know the person. I go there, they trust me, so I can do more things than say a brand new person that goes there because I have merit over there. And all of a sudden I decided, it's like, you know what? Since I'm going to be out, I'm going to go to your gym. Now I'm going to do all these extra things in your gym, but you said, like, no, you deny me that because, like, this is your first time in this gym. I don't know you that well. You're not going to go. You're not going to have this special pass to go do extra stuff because you have to earn that merit. Like, I can't transfer my merit from one gym to another necessarily, unless this. I guess an example for that would be like a global gym that has, like, it's like, let's just say Buddha gym, I guess, and then there's all these Buddha gyms around, which then whenever you scan your card to these different Buddha gyms, they say it's like, oh, you've been with us for 5 years. You have all these special privileges. So regardless of which gym you go to, you scan your card, which indicates how long you've been there. What tier level you are, I guess. Whatever the bonuses you get will be able to apply to all the gyms, even though you've only been to one, which is the example he was using. Which I guess the appropriate. It's not transferring, but it's just that you have this merit card that when they scan it, it's like, oh, you've been with us for so long, welcome, and here's all the benefits that you get, for being with us for so long. So I guess that's the way he's saying it works, is that you got this card, you can scan this on any kind of Buddha gym, and you get all the benefits that you've accumulated from all the gyms that you've been to. It's accumulation as opposed to having to start all over. But again, transferable, I don't think it's the right word to use for it, because you're not transferring the merit. It's just universal. The merit itself is universal.
And when, in case you mess up and you're still hanging around samsara when Maitreya appears, you're still hanging out at the beach, wearing little scanty clothing and looking for a bubli, everybody, which means sex. Anyway, the word sex is a little vulgar and unbecoming of someone like me. So I changed it. I call it bubli. Isn't that much cuter and nicer and fun? I don't know. It just came out. So if Maitreya is around, you're still running around with scanty clothing, and you're, I don't know, running around the beach up and down looking for a bubli. But what you've done with Avalokiteshvara in a previous life will surface, because when you see Maitreya, immediately that environmental cause is seeing Maitreya, and immediately your karma will open, receive teachings. That's why sometimes when we see a certain guru, when we see a certain master, it changes our lives. We're having a good time, riding around in our fabulous car and our Rolls Royce and having great, we had 100 wives, 100 women, and 100 men, and, we have everything. We own Genting Highlands, and, we're totally rich and we're fabulous. We have everything. But suddenly we meet this bum guru who has nothing. And it changes our lives. Why? You may have met this guru, you may have not. It might have been your guru, wonderful. But the point is, you've collected the merits that when you meet this person, that's an environmental cost. When it teaches you something, it awakens something from a previous life. It opens up something from your previous life. No matter what type of person you are. You can be a drunkard, you can be a loser, a gambler, a womanizer, you can be whatever. You can be a construction worker, a family man. And when you meet this person, that's the environmental cost. And when they speak the words that you have practiced in your previous life, the imprints will open up immediately. Immediately.
Okay. So perhaps it's not necessarily transferable. Like, I can I thought transferable was like from one person to another. It's like I can start selling good merits, but it's not that. It's like your merits are transferable to the different Buddhas, which. Again, like I said earlier, I don't think transferable is the right word. It's just that your merit's like universal, probably, where it's accepted. It's talking about the credit card where it's accepted everywhere. uh, but yeah, so I guess that's a better terminology. It's like it's a credit card. You can most places accept them. There's not a lot of I don't know if where he lives, credit cards are accepted everywhere, but just for an example, just say this, then you get a credit card that's accepted everywhere. But I think the gym example is a little bit better when you have like a nationwide gym or like a city gym or whatever, where if you subscribe to one, you can go to all of them, and then as you accumulate benefits and bonuses and whatever tier stuff that you get for signing up for things, you it works on all of them. You still reap the benefits of these merits that you've achieved. So, okay. So that's a lot better. I thought merit. That's like, here, let me $50 for one good merit. It's like, it would be pretty weird. Anyways, that's my reaction to Is Merit Transferable with subtitles. Completely wrong on my thinking on that, which I'm glad, honestly, because it'd be kind of weird. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.